The year is 2045. Welcome to Night City. Nestled between the territories of North Cal and South Cal in a fragmented America, Night City, once the jewel of the Pacific Coast and the hub of the mega corporations, and a place where anything was possible. But now, after the Fourth Corporate War, where the final chapter of that conflict was the detonation of a pocket nuke by unknown forces in the heart of the corporate zone that brought down the mighty Arasaka Towers. This brought what was known as the Time of the Red. The aftermath of the nuke caused the sky to turn red as dust particles, disturbed by the bomb, dominated the sky. 2 million people were homeless from the devastation, but like cockroaches, the people of Night City kept going and the rebuilding began. After 20 years of rebuilding and slow recovery, Night City is slowly awakening once more. Looking over the city where the neon signs of a construction corps and cranes dominate the sky, new buildings are rising up, and this new growth is pushing back the decay and the disorder of the combat zones. Today, though, our story starts in the heart of the Upper Marina District, where you can look over the Del Coronado Bay and see to the north the rising Watson development, to the east New Westbrook and the gleaming new Executive Zone. And as you look at each other, you're in the marble-lined elevator, ascending the luxuria living condos, heading to the penthouse suite to meet your client. And as you look around, we have Grease, we have Mover, we have Racer, and we have Torch. So,
Whoa, what up?
let's talk, Chumbers. Who are you all playing? Kadari, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Grease, the Fixer. I set up this deal, and I'm bringing this lot along because they want to make some Eurobucks. And that's my job. Get them to the job, get them to make the money, and, take a reasonable cut.
Ryan.
I'm playing Mover. I'm the heavy. Reese always calls me when he needs something not so safe done.
Jake.
What up? I'm Torch. You guys find me very annoying sometimes, but it doesn't matter, because I'm here to keep your tech alive, so you need me more than I need you. So keep me alive, I keep your tech alive.
And Dire Squirrel, who are you playing?
I'm playing Racer. I get people and things to where they need to go and back, preferably intact.
Okay, excellent. So here we are, in this fantastically marbled elevator. Racer, you have your vehicle parked outside. It is a 6-seater compact vehicle, big enough for these reprobates to fit in, with a bed in the back, a shower, and a little kitchen as well. It's quite a nice little thing. It's what you as a nomad would call cozy. You're able to carry your pistols here. You were allowed in with them, although Mover wasn't allowed to bring his assault rifle. That's nicely tucked away in Racer's car. But the corporate security let you through because you are going up to meet a rather unique client. And before we go any further, I just want to say thank you to John the Wise, Cyberpunk content creator, who is put together the basis of what we're running today. But we'll get to that later. So, the marbled elevator rises 20, 30, 40 floors. There is a soft piece of classical music playing in the background. Most of you youngsters, though, can't really put, who wrote it. It was a long time ago, and it's not got the beat of what you're used to in the clubs of Night City. The elevator opens, the penthouse, and as you step out, you kind of look just a little bit out of place here. The style in this place is definitely executive, definitely corporate. But there's something else about it. There is an element once you get out of the lobby and towards the waiting reception area to a more natural sort of thing. There's actually a tree, a small, looks like some sort of Japanese tree in a bucket. And there's a smell of citrus fruits. And you can see coming towards you a gentleman, must be in his late 40s, early 50s. He's in a quite neat corporate style suit. There's a few beads of sweat on his forehead, and as he kind of approaches, just kind of dabs a handkerchief on his forehead. He kind of, good evening. I'm Harold Hefferton. You must be Grease.
Yes, certainly. And I reach out my hand to
He holds
shake.
it and shakes it. Thank you for coming so quickly. It has been a difficult few hours. Now, I do want to stress that this job will be lucrative for you, but discretion is extremely important. And yes, come through. Let us sit. Let us be like gentlemen. And he kind of looks you all over, and ladies, he leads you in. Now, please sit down. When you look around the next room, you can see again fairly nice decorations. There is a poster of one of the stars of Night City's up and coming rocker era, and it's got the name Ultimate Sparkles. You can see this pretty picture of a woman in a skin-tight bodysuit with lights that seem to be not glowing, but multiple coloured lights on her outfit. Can you all make a little roll for us? Let's get a started. A roll.
Nice early roll. See how the dice are treating us.
A nice early roll. Something simple. You can either make a streetwise roll, or you can make a let's have a streetwise or a local expert roll. If you've got local expert, you can choose what you roll.
Well, you know, there's a reason they pay me. I am the local expert.
Allegedly, yes. Okay. Everyone else can make a roll if they want to.
What is local expert under? I'm not seeing it.
Good
I see
left
it.
side under
I see it
education
now.
skills.
Yes.
I got it.
It's under the break. The scrolling screen is a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, we got Grease here.
Yeah.
Right?
There we go.
Is
I
George gonna roll?
assemble teams with skills, and these are my skills.
exactly. Okay. Fortunately, yeah. For you, Racer, you know, you come and go between Night City and the Nomad Packs out in the Wildlands. You know, you don't seem to recognise this picture. And again, Mover must be not your style of music. And Torch, well, there's no cybertech in that picture, so obviously not interested to you at all. But for you,
Japanese tree, is that like, you know, real artificial or just plastic?
it's quite real. But you, Grease, you know this woman. Her name is Ultimate Sparkles. You don't know any real name, but she has been on a 6-month tour around what is left of the United States. She is a prominent Earth activist, into her yoga and into peace, harmony, tranquility, and rescuing the Earth from the oppression of those that would abuse it, that would poison it. So yeah, I said 6-month tour. You think she must be doing a final gig maybe in Night City? Night City is a home, and she definitely comes from a corporate background, but you're not sure who, where, what, and why. But she's very, very much anti those that would harm the planet. Okay. You can see the gentleman, Harold Hefferton. Oh yes, yeah, the tree is real, and yes, we do have to water it. And please, no, don't touch it. There's nothing technological about it. Please, right? Please, sit. I'd offer you drinks, but I don't think we'd have anything that would necessarily suit you. And kind of just wipes his brow, bit of sweat coming down. Right. Yes, I have a job. It's a short notice thing. I do apologise, and thank you, Mr. Grease, for assembling a crew to help me out. Now,
Certainly. The best you can get on short notice.
Yes. Well, normally the record company deals with security, but in the travel back from Manhattan, their flight got delayed, so they're coming in. They'll be here for tomorrow. So I just need you to look after my star, my ultimate sparkles. If that would be okay. We're not expecting any trouble, but you know, in this city, I mean, she is from Night City and grew up, born and bred here, but I just need security. She is worth a good deal of investment time for the record company. Yes, money. I know that you'd be interested in money. I was looking hopefully at for 24 hours security to take the young star wherever she needs to go, and she has an appointment this evening which I need you to take her to, and then to bring her back, and then just to cover the hotel here. I'd be looking at compensating you for the sum of 2,000 Eurobucks each. Would that be
Company
okay?
like this, and you want us to replace your usual security with the best I could get in short notice?
Well,
That'd be 2,500 each.
2,500. Can you make a street deal roll, please? But you're also gonna add on. Let's get your character sheet on Grease. You can also add on, it's your street deal, it's your special roll ability, your haggle. You can add on to that to your trading skill. Yeah, trading, and then your call.
Cool.
So do trading and then add 4 in the mods to it. If you can.
Yes, there is a haggle button that does it. I just had to find it. I'd spotted
Excellent.
it earlier, I couldn't find it.
Marvellous!
24 total?
I think I could accommodate 2,500. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Then
Now
you will have
this is her home. This is her abode here in Night City. I'm going to get you to meet her in a few minutes. Now, Ultimate Miss Sparkles. She is a delightful young woman. She is passionate, and she's not a fan of the augmentations. I know that it is part of a style, but she won't hold it against you. but she may want to. How can I put it? Check your auras out. I just say you just need to let her inspect your auras, if that's okay. But 2,500 euro bucks each is a fair price. I take it that you did come with someone that could drive her vehicle. Yes, excellent.
I have our
excellent.
driver, our
Yes.
security expert.
All right. Oh, good. Excellent.
As
Well-
the job requested. We are here for marking off all the parameters.
Excellent, excellent. Now, where Miss Sparkles needs to be taken is tomorrow evening. She is performing at the Eden Arena, which was named effectively in her honor. It is the first small club arena thing that she performed at when she first was making a name as a performer, and she is going to be performing there. That's tomorrow night. She wants to go down to check the was it ley lines or something, make sure there's nothing unnatural there. It's just the thing she has to do to inspect. It should be no problem. It's just driving her there and driving her back, and then staying here and just securing the apartment till her regular security force, which is provided by her record company. They will be here at some point tomorrow. That is the job. I take it that will be accepted.
I'll just turn and look towards Mover for a second. See any issues with that? Go there, come back, keep her safe.
That's fine.
He says it's fine, it's fine.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I will have 500 euro bucks transferred to via your agents. Basically, your agent, by the way, is like a mobile phone. It's an AI augmented mobile phone. Basically, it helps you dress, do research, does all your phone calls or your audio calls. A little handheld mobile phone, basically. So yes, I'll have it 500 euro bucks transferred, and then the rest tomorrow when the security team arrive. Is that okay?
Certainly.
I do have to say this. If anything happens to Miss Sparkles, I don't think the record company will pay the rest of the money. So please, do keep her safe. She is an extremely important star. Her, as she would say it, her star is in the ascendancy. I don't know a lot about the new age shit she talks about, but it's what she does.
He didn't call us to have the job half done. She'll be returned safely.
Excellent. That's why. Now, she's not likely to want to go anywhere unusual, but I assume, Mr. Grease, you'll be able to advise her that we need to stay on course. Excellent.
To the arena, back here, keep her safe until the
Excellent.
security team turns up tomorrow.
Right. That is good. Okay, so I guess it's time. I'll go and I'll go and get Miss Sparkles, and you can meet her and you can let her check your aura. I'll be a few minutes. Please make yourself at home. This room is your room. Sit, relax, but don't touch the tree. Kind of looks at you, Torch.
Hey,
Excellent. Right.
there's no
He kind of
tech here.
stands up.
No tech here for me, Tuck.
Okay. He gets up and goes through a set of double doors, closes them behind him, leaving you in this sort of office area.
I'll just look around. These big office types, they always have, a little cupboard somewhere that's got a nice decanter of whiskey inside.
Okay.
Sure, I
right.
can find one.
Okay.
Grease.
Yeah.
Grease, did he seem a bit too nervous for you?
A touch, certainly, but perhaps that's just him having to fill in for the record company. I'm sure it's not in their best image to have you lot working with them.
Wouldn't not so usual to have some corporate type that has tree hugging earth lovers part of their retinue.
Probably makes them look good.
It's all the same with entertainment types. You find a unique niche, and everybody's going to follow you because they want to see the tree-hugging earth lover who's big in the world. Gives them hope. You make money that way.
Now, if anyone wants to, they can make a library search roll if they want to use their agents and do a bit of research on her if you want to. If not, you can just chillax.
I'd like to find, if I would have some sort of tracking device to put on her in case we lose track of her. She's going to be on stage. We're going to keep our eyes on her, I'm assuming, a lot. But, just for that extra security, I want to rely on the tech.
Okay, you want to rely on the tech. Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to do that library search.
Okay,
I'm going to do that library search.
Okay, you're going to do that research.
Jake, can you boost your mic slightly?
Yes, right away. Thank you.
To the stream rather than to us. Sorry.
All right, let's
clarify.
Hey, thank you.
Nice. Torch, you got a critical there. Lovely. And Eraser 13. Okay. Ultimate Sparkles. Yeah, you get your agents out and you start doing a bit of research. She's been around about 2 years now. It's listed her record company, a record label is Neon Pacific Entertainment, based in Night City. She has been all around the US over the last 6 months. Just returned to Night City for the final gig in her By the Power of Gaia tour. She has been quite responsible over the past 12 months or so in a resurgence of Earth activism throughout the 3 states of the United States, the 3 regions of the United States. There has been a few issues with one of the mega corporations, Petrochem, who, due to her activist activities, have had to. There's been a few reports of them being stopped from getting permits to do some of the work that they want to get done. And Petrochem, probably one of the world's leading exploiters of the Earth, in their endeavour to get the world back and running after the fourth corporate war. Yeah, that's basically. She believes a lot in positivity and is often talking about chakras and ley lines and auras. So yeah, that's pretty much what you find out. For Torch with that 26, yeah, she's been a bit of a thorn to Petrochem, and you're able to dig a little bit deeper. And at least 2 sets of permits in Night City last year for building work off the coast were denied by the Night City government based on comments that she's made to prominent people within the Night City government, and she is definitely a local girl by heart. The only other information you find, Jake, with your 10 is that she went to a corporate school in Night City, owned and operated by Petrochem.
Sorry, was that Petrochem?
Petrochem.
I coughed as you said that. Slightly.
Petrochem.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sharing any of this information?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at what I found on my manager.
Interesting.
I am going to do my own library search then.
Okay.
To see if I can find out anything about whether or not Petrochem has any standing security force or operative teams or the
Okay.
like.
Not that you've heard of yourself. Greece, you could make a streetwise roll to see if you've heard anything on the streets. That would be another course of action for you.
Certainly. I'm also looking for this whiskey, but you know.
You find the whiskey, yes. There is a very nice decanter and some glasses.
Excellent. I've poured myself a glass. I'll offer to the others.
I want to know where I can get one of those trees. It would look good in the car.
I know at least one place.
Yeah, one place here. Yeah, you come back.
We
and
will
break
be
your leg.
leaving the tree. Perhaps he can advise you on where to get one with your earnings.
Okay. 17. Yes. Yes. Petrochem do have a standard force, and they do have a complex in Night City. You are quite certain there is at least one covert team they employ for extractions and in dealing with any thorns in the side of Petrochem. With a little more digging and a few phone calls to some of your connections, you may be able to find a way of contacting them or finding out who handles them away from the corporate or even the corporate executive that is their handler effectively. But that will take some time and a bit of a few phone calls to make.
I'll leave that for now. I don't want to be making those in here, certainly. But I'll send the information I found to Mover.
Okay, yeah.
For anything you need to be aware of.
Well, just trying to see if we can get any eyes on who might move against her. Sounds like Petrochem is the biggest possibility that we might need to look out for.
Certainly, once we're out of here, once we've met the VIP, I'll see if I can get any more information from them. I know a couple of people in their offices, certainly.
Okay. A few minutes later, if you had a drink, did anyone else take a glass of whiskey? No from Move. No from Mover.
Torch is
Racer.
gonna try for sure because Torch doesn't think he's tasted anything like this before.
Okay. It's, yeah, it's alcohol. It's real. You've kind of a bit on the throat as it goes down. Not the normal crap that you drink. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah.
I feel loose. I feel good.
Yeah,
I like this
yeah.
place. Nice digs.
And as to your question about getting some sort of tracking, you might be able to put a few things together. You need to take a look maybe at pulling out some sort of electronic equipment from somewhere. Maybe she'll have some spares on whatever you're going to be driving. That you might be able to rip a few things out or, get something together. You might be able to put a tracking device on her. At that point, the door kind of opens. And there's like a bombardment of light of various colours coming from the door, and you can see that Harold Hefferton has got a pair of mirror shades on as he walks in. And as he steps, you're kind of almost, for a moment, just kind of blinded slightly, unless you have any sort of low light optics, which I think one of you does. I couldn't tell you who has the low light optics, but I'm sure one of you has low light optics.
I don't think it's me.
No, but yeah, and you can see behind him there is a very slender, quite attractive young lady. Purple hair, and there's sparkles in her hair. She's wearing a kind of one-piece tight jumpsuit, but everything is kind of hidden by crystals that are attached to it, and there seems to be some sort of lighting, and it's refracting different coloured lights as she's walking along. You wouldn't miss her in the dark, and just kind of catches your eyes until you just adjust yourself. She kind of comes in, and she's not got any shoes on, wearing it's the one piece kind of goes all the way up to the neck. She kind of looks you over. Are these them? You see, she slowly walks over. Ultimate Sparkles, may I introduce you to Mr. Grease and his security team? I'll let you, Mr. Grease, introduce them. Sorry, it's Grease, not Mr. Grease. I'm so not used to these things. And kind of just pulls out his handkerchief and bows his head.
As he walked in and started talking, I just offer him a glass of his own whiskey.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you.
As he finishes, I'll... Certainly, young miss, this is the team that will be protecting you. This is Mover. He is our security specialist. Listen to him, you'll stay safe if anything goes wrong. Racer here is our driver. And Torch will handle anything that goes beep when it shouldn't. Certainly.
And you'll find my aura is really chill. I think you're gonna dig it. It's gonna be groovy for you. And if it's okay if I give you another little shiny thing to keep on you a little later on, this way we'll be able to, just keep track of you and stuff, keep you more secure. Just wanted to let you know as you're checking out who I am that's your safety is a big part of my tech mission here.
Torch, she gets it.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Anything else you need, you can speak to me.
She kind of walks over, and kind of ignores you, Grease, and goes straight over to Mover. She's there, and her hands both hands come out, kind of putting her hands next to the side of your head where your augmentation is. Your aura is slightly darker. I sense pain. You have seen death.
Yeah, well, that happens.
Kind of steps back. I don't like you.
I'm sorry. I will protect you regardless.
I accept your apology. Perhaps I can help you embrace the earth. Embrace your beginnings. I hope I can. She kind of then turns, kind of walks past Torch and goes over to Racer. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. She goes over to you, Racer. Hands kind of reach out around your head. Pretty. You are of the earth. You are from beyond.
Sure.
She kind of just walks around behind you. Yet you hide. But you wear the mark of the dust of the earth. Kind of is behind.
It's been dusty where I've been.
I can tell that. I can tell. I like you. You have a good aura.
Thanks.
She kind of is behind you now, Torch. You can almost feel her there. You are strange. You embrace things that we should not embrace anymore. We must return to the earth. You need the most help next to your friend.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about technology and how it could help the Earth.
Really? How? She kind of walks around in front of you again.
Well, you see that tree over there? We could use technology to replicate it so that everybody could have a tree.
You mean clone it?
Well, I mean...
Replicate it?
First, we'd probably have to take samples from it. We'd have to deconstruct it and analyze it and build a machine that will be able to replicate it. And, well, how else would we get these things here? It has to be fabricated, no?
Why do we not take a branch, plant it upon the earth, water it, talk to it, love it? Let the power of the earth come through it, through us, and we watch it grow.
Can that work?
Of course it can work.
Oh, I'd like to see that someday.
Is what brought us to this point. I was a girl, once. Here. I was very young. The bomb. The devastation. It leaves an impression on you. I am sure at your ages, some of you would have seen what was seen. Tragic. The loss.
Well, we have to keep the tech alive to keep our race alive.
We should be repairing the earth. Repair the earth. Repair the earth. We can meditate on this later. Perhaps we can breathe. The sparkling lights as she breathes in kind of just change where they are on your faces.
She said I was strange.
She kind of walks over to you, Grease.
As she does, I just trigger on my cyberware to trigger the lie detecting mode in my stress analyzer.
Ooh.
Just for my own curiosity.
Okay. Ooh, quite nice. I like that.
While she approaches Grace, I look over at Torch and I'm like...
She kind of is now in front of you, Grease, oblivious to the comments by your co-workers. You grew up here. Hard upbringing. Striving for something better. Kind of reaches a hand out and just draws it back slightly. You need help. You need to embrace the earth, the sun, the spirit. You need a spirit quest. We can channel the ley lines. Make a human perception roll.
I certainly can.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Total's 25.
Okay,
Look at that.
yeah, she's not lying about anything. She believes
She believes what she's saying.
what she's saying.
She is nutty.
We can help you This is destiny, you know. You have been brought to me so I can help you. We can
With
purge
all
the darkness
due
from you.
respect, miss, we were brought here to help you. And if you wish to comment on our orders, you can, but don't get in our way when we're doing the job. We're here to keep you safe. Despite our advantages, I motion towards my cyberware.
Advantages. Do you not feel disconnected?
I feel quite connected. Otherwise, how would I do my job?
When she says, does he feel disconnected, I take out my scanner to make sure that he's still connected to everything that he needs to be, and I'm going to check his equipment just in case.
Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
I see
yeah.
emails
Right.
pinging it.
Just make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
it's able to
His
read
agent
everything.
pings, because you've got an internal agent,
Yes.
Greece. So you get a pinging of a friendly sort of, just checking everything's okay, and so yeah, you kind of get that. We can do as you say, yes.
Excellent. Then we will have no trouble.
Harold, these will do, yes. I feel a sense of safety with them, yes. Safety. So, Harold has told you that we're going to be taking a trip together.
He has, and he's told us the parameters of where and when you need to be. If you wish to go off-piste, let us say, you may let us know and we will consider it in regards to the level of safety we can provide. We don't have the numbers or the inflow of your normal security. But you will make it to your appointments.
I have one. We must meet Leona. She is my assistant.
As
She
he says
is.
the name, I just look towards Harold and see if... Does he show
You
any
got-
sign of recognition?
Oh yeah. Leona is her personal assistant. She is at the venue right now, preparing everything to make sure that it is all okay for Miss Sparkles here to have everything she needs to check the aura of the place or whatever it is she does. I do not question it. I just know that she is a very successful performer. Yes. She kind of turns to Harold. Have you told them yet? Have you? No, I haven't. Why don't you go through and prepare yourself for the trip while I have a few moments to discuss final matters with Mr. Grease and his team. I'll be waiting for you. I shall get some rose water for you. She points at you, Torch. We shall sprinkle some on you. Perhaps it will help. Yes.
I have IPR8 waterproofing on my gear. That's just fine.
Right. Okay. She turns. Thank you, Harold. And she walks out of the room and closes the door behind her. As you can see, Miss Sparkles is a unique young lady, but a very successful performer. This tour has been slightly troublesome with protests and things that she rabble raises, but The concerts have been going well over the last few months. She's up for awards at the end of the year, but it is important for the record company that everything is okay. So yes, we have a vehicle for you to take on the trip. I hope this is not a real issue. You will have a few minutes to familiarize yourselves with it.
Is this a contractual requirement? We'd prefer to use our own. We know how it moves. We know that it's suitably armored.
Yes.
Yeah, but we can use the other one as a decoy.
Tracking
People
devices.
think she's in that one, and we take her in ours.
I'm afraid that yes, it has to be a contractual thing because it would take too long for her to. How does she meditates on anything that she does? It's almost like she prays to the earth for guidance. It took us
So
6
she doesn't
hours.
have time. She doesn't have time to do her woo-woo to accept Racer's vehicle, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it took us 6 hours to get us on the plane back to Night City from New York.
Look, I find her to be quite agreeable, and I couldn't consider anybody who would want to hurt such a lovely creature with such a delicate personality. But I can't
We're
help.
not expecting any trouble. No.
But I can't help but wonder what she was referring to before you dismissed her from the room when she said, "Did you tell them yet?"
This is what I was going to discuss with you now. She has a vehicle. It is her preferred method of transportation. Unfortunately, most vehicles, as they run on the synthetic fuel Choo-2. Well, she has a more, how does she put it, environmentally friendly mode of transportation.
She walks?
No, God, no, God, Mister. If she walked, it would cause a riot on the streets. She has a tour bus. Yes, a tour bus. It is a fine model of it, and she's had some modifications done to it, but she kind of pulls up on a terminal on his desk, and he pulls up.
We'll need a short time to familiarize ourselves with this vehicle. It was not.
Okay, I've showed you a picture. This was the. Thank you, Black Chrome, for a lovely vehicle. This was when we purchased it. It has had some modifications to its exterior decor and interior. It is fantastic. There is a room for her at the back where she can meditate. There's a shower. There's entertainment in there. It is armored to a degree.
I assume.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, it has some armor protection. Yeah.
Maneuverability.
It is for the vehicle of its size. It is reasonably maneuverable. Yes, I believe. I've never driven it myself, but I have to just say that she thinks very, very highly of this vehicle.
And I suppose you're going to tell us, given that it's a tour bus, that it's written all over the outside somehow, Ultimate Sparkles resides here?
It has, well, yes, basically lots of sparkly lights. But now, she thinks highly of this vehicle. This is, and he kind of points to the picture, This is Leylander before Leylander got her upgrade. It runs on some sort of soil of some description. I don't know how they did it, but it doesn't look like that anymore. It's kind of I was not allowed to take a picture of it because it would upset Leylander's aura, and Miss Sparkles does think quite highly of Leylander.
So don't wreck it, Racer.
Well,
I wasn't planning to. I wasn't planning on driving it.
Yeah, well,
But
I'm
guess
sure.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm sure it's very easy to drive. Very easy to drive. You can turn off the music that plays when you drive it, but unfortunately,
There's music. There's music.
yes, it plays her latest song.
Wonderful.
Yes, these stars sometimes. He just kind of leans down and kind of picks up the half a glass of whiskey that you poured him earlier. Kind of looks at it and thinks, I remember pouring. Takes a sip and jugs the rest down. She is.
So I'm going to be brutally honest here. Is Leylanda insured?
Insured for what?
You know, damage.
I assume, yes, Leylander is insured, but please,
Hey.
I don't.
I assure you, if something is to happen to Miss Sparkles, the bus will be the last thing on our list of cares.
That's Miss Sparkles is the key thing. I mean, I'm not expecting any trouble. You know, you're only here because corporate security fucked up.
We're only here because corporate security isn't prepared to watch her 24/7. And the corps would not be paying to watch her 24/7 if there wasn't a chance of trouble.
Think there's trouble?
Yep. Why else
It
would
wouldn't
we
be
have
hired
I
if
didn't
there wasn't.
bring this team to take her on a shopping trip.
No. I'm more concerned about her getting mobbed. The bus, Sparkles, the music.
Yes.
Did you not? You didn't see.
That's a fair point.
You-
I've been thinking about that.
You didn't see the news reports from New York, did you? This is why, or partly why, this journey is happening in the evening. You know, it's 9:30 now, and you know she doesn't like the sunlight. But in New York, when we were traveling, she wanted to walk to the airport, and on stage, she got everyone to walk with her. We managed to get her on the bus, but we had about 600 people around the bus, and it was just a nightmare. I mean,
Wait. She doesn't like the sunlight. She drives around on something that runs on soil.
yes.
Go.
Are we dealing with a vampire here?
A vampire? The vampires aren't real?
Racer.
Is your man, your lady okay here?
I'm sorry, they're not used to such
Outlandish
fine
superstition.
comforts.
Miss
I'll just sort of
Sparkles was very
jiggle my
taken with
arms.
Racer. Racer seemed to be her favorite, so I'm sure whatever she sees in Racer is true and pure.
Well, I must say I've not experienced her to be a biter. Oh, there was that
That's
one time, but
concerning in a whole list of other ways.
that was just something
I
different.
would say that's unfortunate, but
Yeah.
we're
Yes.
not here for that.
No,
So-
please. I am more concerned with. She has a way about her of riling people up to, as a lot of these rockers do. I mean, in some regards, they're an absolute nightmare for the record companies that still. Well, that's why a lot of them, stay underground. But I'm just worried about the bus getting trashed and her not wanting to perform.
We can do our best to keep a mob off of the bus.
Thank you. That is. I mean, this trip is at night. It is totally not being mentioned in any sort of media interviews that she was doing this. In fact, we try and keep things low down. She always goes to the gigs, to the venues, the night before, to feel the.
Well, I think we can assure you that if anything happens to the bus, it'll only be done in the name of keeping Miss Sparkles safe.
That is marvelous. Right? Would you like to go and see Leylander? Miss Sparkles will take probably at least half an hour to get ready.
Of course.
She has to meditate on every journey that she takes.
Racer, might not be a good idea while we're checking out the bus that you stick around with Miss Sparkles. She seems to be really taken by you. Maybe you can develop a closer relationship with her. It'll make our job easier if she trusts you and allows you to hang around and get close to her.
But on the other hand, there's not really any point checking on the bus without Racer there.
Yeah. If I'm going to be driving the bus, I'd like to see the bus.
All right.
You can stay here and cleanse your aura.
How secure is this apartment?
The apartment there is
has security. Right?
There is building security. It is.
So I don't have to worry about staying by her side until we leave the building.
No,
Okay.
you'll be fine. There is a net runner covering any local net intrusions. So yes, I mean this is her home. So
Right.
They know her well, and she knows there's been no changes in employees, so everything should be okay.
But just to be clear, while she's in the apartment, that's not our job.
Exactly, it's the
Once
journey.
you pass her on to us, we take responsibility. While she's here,
Right.
Yes,
we do not take responsibility for anything that happens.
Okay.
Let's go and look
So
at your
yeah,
bus.
we can all go check out the bus.
Right. Let's go downstairs to the underground garage. Kind of leads you out and back into the marble elevator, and it kind of goes all the way down to the bottom and into and opens in an underground garage. And you can see this bus. It's a six-wheeled vehicle. It's got crystals embedded all over the side, all over the back, even on top. And yeah, for you, Racer, you have heard of this one. You're looking. It's a Tetracorp America Badger corporate bus. They retail about 50,000 Eurobucks, brand new. Super luxurious. It's a secure vehicle, and you can look around it. It is armored. Yeah, it's pretty nice. You get in, and you can see the cockpit there, and you start it up. There is a funny smell from outside when you start it up, and as you start the engine up, everything starts to light up on the outside. Reds, greens, blues, golds, flashing oranges, and every sort of magnificent bright color that you could actually see is there.
So
Turn that off, man! Turn
it's
that
not
off!
an option.
And suddenly her latest song starts blaring out. By the power of Earth, we shall reclaim our world. Blah blah blah.
Racer, find the switch for that.
You kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
find the switch
gonna
for
try
that.
and find to turn everything except for the moving parts off.
Yeah, okay. You managed to turn the music off, but the lights are still. It's like a random sparkle all over, and you can see her outline is on the side, and every now and again it's like her running like this. And it's quite a sophisticated system, you know. For Torch, you're kind of looking, wow, that's pretty damn good. You know, you've got individual crystal lights, LEDs. There must be some sort of computer inside controlling it. This is pretty damn good. It's very bright. It's very, yeah, it's there. It's yeah.
But she doesn't like technology.
She doesn't like technology.
Well,
yeah.
you know, it's not in her when she's riding in a bus, I suppose.
That's fair.
And
Torch, can you find
actually,
a way to.
yeah, looking around this bus, can I tell what kind of technology is in here? How is it running? What we might be able to expect? Any improvements I could try to make it more responsive to what we need?
Okay. Well, you could spray paint it black, but you know, I think they still shine
That's an
through.
option.
You know, yeah, you can have a look at it, and Racer, you are inside and looking at it, and you can see Racer from your experience with driving and being skilled at driving a variety of vehicles. This thing has got a top speed of probably around about 100 miles an hour, 161 kph. It has some armor, bulletproof glass. It's got a heavy chassis. It's got a large seating upgrade. It's got a security upgrade, and it's also got the audio visual upgrade. And this is linked to the inside, and it's the inside AV suite that controls all the outside. Jake, Torch, go inside, and again you see you're not concerned about the whole armor-plated bulletproof glass and stuff, but effectively for you, Mover, you're looking at an SP of 13 as the armor, so it's pretty good.
Does it have ports to fire out of if necessary?
No, it has no ports to fire out of. You've got doors on both sides, although it's hard to see from the picture. And the bedroom area, her room, is right at the back. And it's like a large RV bus type thing, effectively.
Sure. Does it have a hatch to the roof?
No, there's no hatch to the roof. There's door either side, front and back. And there is a rear emergency access door, but that's at the one side of the bedroom.
Torch, quick thing. Can you compare our projected route to where that corpo, any properties owned by that corp that she's had problems with?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's move you all over to the amazing Night City map.
It's a nice map.
And this is actually a fan-produced map by the Writers Cthulhu. And I will make sure that when this goes uploaded onto the YouTubes, there is a link to where you can get this map from, because it is absolutely freaking fantastic. Really is a nice map. Now, Petrochem, their main office is over here, and I'm going to ping that little hand at the top. It's north of the Watson development, Jake. So if you scroll up, you'll see it on stream. A bit further north. That's it. Where am I? There. So you see the green hand. That's where the Petrochem building is. The marina, I believe, is 10, which is there. And you would have been told that the venue, the Eden place, is somewhere down here. It's on the border between the University District and Little Europe, effectively. Just north of the South Night City, which is a combat zone. So yeah, any of the red areas are pretty much kind of places you kind of want to avoid, effectively. You got the old combat zone, you got South Night City, Little China there.
You know, Grease, I'm worried about there being an exit door in her bedroom. You know, if she's going to go in the bedroom and want time on her own and somebody else can come in through that back door in the bus, it just doesn't, you know, maybe I put some sort of sensors on there to the door opens, we'll get a buzz or something.
Sensors or a lock, whatever you can manage. If it's an emergency,
Well,
you know.
It's an emergency
we can
door.
turn
It's
it off.
probably not easily openable from outside, but.
But if she wants to get out and walk
better.
around
Yeah,
like
right,
Harold said she has done in the past.
right.
Well, I think for the right type of person with the right type of skills, getting into that door might not be as big of a challenge as you think. So
Agreed.
I'm gonna
why
play
we have
around
you.
and censor up the doors and censor up the windows.
Okay. We'll leave you doing that. Let's have from you. He says, not knowing the skills very well, make a electronics stroke security tech roll. That'll be close enough for us.
Some sort of skill roll.
All right.
Some sort of skill. It's in the tech skills, the technique skills on the bottom right hand side of the character. You need to scroll down.
Roll a d10, add
Yeah.
some numbers.
Just-
Okay. Electronics, and here we go.
And
And
it
this
will
should
bring
be
a pop
good.
up. Yep.
Oof.
15.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
well.
That's not too bad. Yeah. You rig up some sensors on there, tie them into your agents, and you tie it into everyone's agents through a group WhatsApp chat type thing, a cyber WhatsApp chat. So yeah. I don't know what you mean, Dave. She'll be meditating. That's what she'll be doing. Meditating. Right, sorry, get distracted. So yeah, you're doing that. So, Mover, what are you doing in your evaluations of the Sparkle Bus?
Hey, there's not much I can do.
Sorry, Lander.
There's no ease of access, no exterior exits that I can use strategically. So, like, all I'm gonna have to do is stick close to her while we're on the bus and while we're outside. So,
Okay, yeah. As to the bus,
and
the
she's gonna
back
have to
wheels
be
are,
okay with that.
yeah, the back wheels are fairly protected. Front wheels are a little bit more exposed. But yeah. You do have a good field of vision from the front, though, with the cockpit there.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do while they're looking over the bus and putting sensors and stuff up is I need Racer to unlock her ride so I can go get my rifle and put it on the bus.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. I'm sure Racer won't mind. Okay. Mr. Grease, what are you doing as you see the wonder, the amazement of the Sparkle Bus there?
While they're exploring the bus, testing the buttons and such, it's a bit bright, it's a bit loud. And I assume Harold's with them, watching them.
Howard is kind of bored. He's on his agent at the moment, making a phone call. Why is the security not here? I've had to make alternative arrangements. This is not acceptable. She's an very valuable member of the company. Blah,
I'll
blah,
leave
blah,
him
blah.
to what he's doing. I'll step some distance away from him so he can't hear me at least.
Okay.
And I'm going to give a quick call to a friend in Petrochem's offices.
Okay. Right.
See what I can find out about their
Flick through your agent,
secret forces.
and you, make a streetwise roll for me. Let's see how good your contact potentially could be.
Certainly. Oops, apologies. I'm having trouble with the sheet. It's gone off my screen.
Nice.
Okay, you do know an individual. You helped him out, obtain something special for his mistress that he didn't want his wife to know about. So you delicately obtained said item that was quite valuable and not easily got. In fact, it was a racer that smuggled this item into Night City for you a few months ago. It was. You never told Racer what it
Smuggled is
was.
such a nasty word.
Sorry, transport. Yeah. It was.
Acquired and transported. Yeah.
It was a venomous snake from the Badlands. So not exactly something that necessarily you want. Yeah. But the pay was good. You made a little bit, and Racer got some good money out of it as well. His name's Miles Trasker.
Thank you.
The snake.
The snake was called Bob.
I'm going to write that down because it's definitely going to be important. The snake has a name. Of course, I'll get connected to Mr.
Okay.
Trasker.
You gotta. Hello. Greece.
Yes. You remember
time
when
it
I
is?
helped you out with your... Did I do? This is urgent. Remember when I helped you out with your small
Just give me a second.
issue?
See, dear, I just gotta take a call. No. Gotta hear him, foot padding, the agent go down, you hear clothes rustling, and you hear door opening, door closing, and you hear the whistling of wind. That fucking snake you got us wasn't very good.
That's...
The wife found it, and she fucking killed it!
Once it passes out of my hands, it's not my problem, sir.
You can always
Now-
bring him another.
When I took that job, you agreed to my terms, and those terms included a favour. Of my discretion.
I know.
Of course you do, because
Okay.
you wouldn't forget things like that. Now, you're in a enviable position, sir, of knowing certain things that I wish to know. Specifically, the locations and current plans of the forces that Petrochem claims they do not have.
Okay, well, what do you need to know? I can find out, maybe.
Where they are, what they're doing today and tomorrow, and most importantly, some way of tracking the forces you claim don't exist for acquiring people that Petrochem is interested in.
Okay, I'll give you a call back once I've called in a favour of my own.
You have 4 hours, Mr. Trasker. And I'll end the call.
Okay. You complete your call. Head back in. You see Mover coming back now. Hey, ball guy. Yeah, definitely a real ballbuster. Yes, you come back in and you see a Mover with his bag with the assault rifle in it has been let in to the underground car park. As you came back in, Mover, you scouted out the entrance of the underground vehicle entrance, and there's a gate. There is a metal grated barrier. There is anti-vehicle devices to stop vehicles coming in. If they do, they'll lose their tires if they get through the grate itself. So yeah, the place it's fairly well secured in here, and there was one security guard outside, and there was also cameras on the entrance, which were turned away when you came in, so that nothing was recorded. Seems like someone's looking after you and the team. Okay, so yeah, you come back in. You can see Harold shakes his head. Is the bus to your liking, Mr. Grease?
Let me check with the team. I brought them for a reason. I'll just
Of course.
stick my head through the door. Racer, your thoughts?
It can drive. It might have armor, but everything else is terrible.
You think it's worth bringing your car as well?
Yes.
Who's gonna drive it?
Racer takes the
Split up
bus.
like that to drive 2 cars.
I'll take Racer's car. It's best to have a second vehicle just in case. One that isn't advertising her presence.
Okay.
My main concern is the swarms, her fans. I mean, they could immobilize us.
She's not gonna get on Racer's car.
I know.
She liked me. Maybe she will.
Well, maybe you could convince her, maybe. But I feel like we're not gonna have the time to do that. But you could always ask her.
Well, no, this is a plan B then. See how she feels when Racer suggests it. I'll look towards Mover. Mover, I know it's nothing like what you're used to, but suitable as far as the job is concerned.
I mean, security-wise, it's not gonna hold up against a full assault, but we can make do.
It's not gonna hold up against the swarm of fans. We have no anti-people deterrents outside. There's no gas spray. There's no hose spray. There's nothing. They could literally just swarm. And what are we gonna do? No deterrents.
Speed bumps.
Torch's concern is what I was going to say next, is we have no way to defend against an assault or a mob.
A crowd of excited people is my sort of thing. I will handle that. I heard you to handle things that involve sharp things flying towards us at high speeds and such.
As Grease said, the van does have some armor. It's decent. How long it'll last depends on what they come at us with, if anyone does come at us.
Understood. I'll turn back to Harold. I mean, I told you already I still don't like it. It wasn't in the job, but if she must take the bus, we will take the bus.
Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Excellent, excellent. That makes me feel better. Gotta get this thing and... I just want to quickly point out to all of you there. The only one that has any skill at driving any vehicles is Racer.
Of course.
I was planning to wing.
I'm just kind of letting it know that if you needed to make any kind of maneuvers or anything like that,
And out of character, like you just said, if we have a problem with a mob on the bus and you're driving Racer's truck.
You raise a fair
The
point.
only thing I'm going to be able to do is shoot at him, and I don't want to do that.
You know, Grease, this parking facility here is so well secured. I think that we should park Racer's truck here. It'll be well protected while we're taking care of Miss Sparkles. I wouldn't keep it out on the street. We should make it a condition of our employment.
That is...
Personally, if I were you, I wouldn't want them to have access to my property. So, but
if you don't park it in here, you've got to park it on the street outside.
Exactly.
Which it normally is parked at, right? So,
Well, normally
I'm in it.
Exactly.
Normally I'm in it when it's parked on the street.
That's fair.
Racer, it's your vehicle, it's your car.
It's not my truck yet.
I'm sure I can convince him to let you keep it in here until we return, but... What do you feel
I'm concerned
safer?
about them cutting off our access to it if something happens. So I would prefer to have it in, like, is this building a good part of town, a safe part of town, regular security?
It's not far from the military base. It's got to be pretty secure.
The upper marina is not too bad. There is pretty much throughout the whole of Night City, there is still a lot of reconstruction being done. You look at the map and the old city centre, that is where the nuke went off. The dark black is where it's really fucked up beyond all recognition. Even places like in the University District and the upper marine, there are still construction going on. These things aren't quick to do. There's still cranes and, as I said earlier, corporate neon signs above things. But it's probably in a better part of town than any of the parts of the town in red. So yeah,
it's not like people jack any vehicle that's on the street here.
No. If you parked it, if you parked it anywhere in the red, it's and no offence to any Liverpudlians, but it'd be like parking it in Liverpool. You'd lose your tyres and your wheels, and find your car on blocks.
It sounds funny to me.
The Scousers, I just do it, you know.
Maybe it's the word Liverpudlian.
That's a good word.
It's a great word. It's a great word. Hopefully, there's no Liverpudlians in chat. Don't want any people from Liverpool giving us any trouble. We need Croy here to do his Beatles accent. That works.
But do subscribe and give us a like.
Yes. If you're from Liverpool, please like and subscribe.
Absolutely, Liverpudlian.
Comment on the
If you're
video.
from sort of the Liverpool adjacent area, please also subscribe and don't say anything in chat.
But comment on the YouTube video to say that's a wrong thing, because that's engagement, and engagement's good for the YouTubes. Anyway, so yes, youth. And
I'm a stupid American, so teach me about Liverpool. I'm interested.
Home of the Beatles. Home of the Beatles. There you go.
I did know that.
That's it.
That's basically it. You know.
You have failed to educate the American. He did know that.
Anyway, so yes, it is a fairly safe-ish part of town. I mean, if you look, number 33 is the Ziggurat Corporation building. 55 is an American bar. So yeah, you know, it's not a bad place. The Night City Postal Service. Yeah, you'd be okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it on the street. I'm not going to put it in a place that it could be barred from, that I could be barred from.
Okay.
I mean, if you want somewhere safer, there's a truck stop around the corner. Trucks are parked there all night. You'd be hidden in the crowd.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll move it over to the truck stop. That sounds pretty good.
Okay.
We'll be waiting here when you get back.
Strain, do we have the functionality to just open up our agent and press a button and have Racer's truck just roll up? undriven by anyone? Do we have that functionality like in a video game?
Knight Rider.
No. That's 2077. This is 2045.
Okay.
It's
We're not there yet.
Not quite there yet with that. Well, actually, it's just because racers. It's no. It hasn't got any self-drive or auto-drive. But that's that. Oh, hang on, Torch. That could be a thing you could do for him. I saw bonus.
I shall name him Kit.
You have
not Karl.
Not Karl.
Do you have like rigger tech racer, or are you just a natural driver?
A natural driver. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a natural driver, yeah.
Yeah. We don't do the Shadowrun rigger here. No. Yeah, natural driver. Anyway, we're diverging off things.
Yeah. My bad.
Okay. Thanks, Dave. Right. Okay.
All right then.
So, you prepare and wait for Miss Sparkles to come down the elevator. And you can see the elevator now coming down as you're downstairs waiting. As it gets towards the bottom, you can see from under the bottom of the lift sparkly lights kind of reflecting through the gaps in the lift. And Grease, your agent goes off in your head. And you can see the caller ID is Miles Trasker.
I'll just quickly look towards Mover and go, Mover, we're on. Watch the lift. And I'll step away and take the call.
Okay. Grease, we got the information. There's a Black Ops unit operating in Night City at the moment. I couldn't find out what they were doing. That was above my pay grade. I don't know where they are. I'm trying to get you a frequency. I'll try and have it within the next 20 minutes or so. I'm waiting for info back. It might let you track them.
Well, considering all the information you've given me is information I already had, I hope that frequency checks out. I'll be waiting for your call.
You knew already that the Black Ops team was operating in Night City?
I just had the call.
So good.
Okay. As
Ask me, boy.
you end the call, the door opens and Ultimate Sparkles glides out of the lift. You can see Harold there with his mirror shades on, and it's like a light show in here. Lights are reflecting and flashing off her and bouncing off the walls of the garage. And it's like a light show, and she kind of, I have arrived.
Put on my sunglasses.
Grease, can we put a shawl over her? She's going to attract attention. Anybody
She's going
like
to be in the bus.
A shawl over her.
You can see
over her
she
dress.
walks past you. Leylanda. See a hand just reaches out and she just caresses the side of the bus. You see her eyes closed. I feel you, girl. It's good to be inside you again.
Oh,
I'm ready to go.
Very well.
She looks at the door.
Racer?
I'll open the door.
Thank you.
As I get in, I'm probably going to mimic what she does, and I'll touch the upper right doorpost and kiss my hand and walk in after her.
She kind of looks at you, Racer, as she comes on board. You are my favorite. Peace be with you.
Thank you.
She climbs on board, and suddenly inside the lights kind of just sparkle, and it's kind of bouncing off the inside of the bus. And she kind of walks down. I'll be in my room. I need to meditate before we begin the journey. And she just slides
Ma'am,
down
can I have
the
a
bus.
moment before you head into your room?
You want to talk with me?
Yes.
How can I assist you?
So
You are
understand
tense.
I am. You understand that our job is to protect you.
You're fearful.
I am for you. So again, you understand our job is to protect you.
Kind of reaches a hand out, puts it alongside your face. Yes. Yes.
Pursuant to that,
Yes.
you're going to need to stay by me when we're not on the bus. And you're going to have to be okay with me being within a very close distance of you when we're not on the bus.
She kind of ducks. We can do this. But I'm going to need to give you something first.
Okay?
Wait here. She kind of goes into the back room of the bus. You hear her rummaging for something. She comes out.
Kennedy says it's a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there is a crystal on a it looks a more natural material rather than a synthetic product. But this, and she kind of, may I? It will enable us to bond better.
Of course.
And she puts this necklace, and the crystal's about, the size of a fist, kind of hanging there. It's, it kind of bounces, and it's a bit awkward, but you've got your armor there. Now, I can be close to you. And as she walks closer to you, the light coming off her crystals and her light outfit hit the crystal on your chest, and lights suddenly come flying out of the crystal on your chest, and suddenly it's like sparkles everywhere.
Man, Mover, you've been chakra'd. That's amazing.
Wonderful. Thank you. I feel tired. I need to meditate now.
Excellent.
You know where we're going, yes?
We do.
We do.
Excellent.
Yes.
And let us begin then. And she goes into a room, leaving you to head out.
Racer,
Okay.
just to be sure, you sorted all that lights and music on the outside of the bus thing, correct?
The music,
Turn off
yes.
the music.
The
Nothing
lights,
else.
no.
Yeah, lights we can't do anything about.
Well, don't necessarily be so sure. And I think that's what I will busy myself with as the tech source. I mean, I can fix things, so I can break things.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm all for it as long as the rest of the bus works.
So, Torch, before you start working on that, like, I understand what you're thinking. I think I do. I don't know. You do a lot of stuff that's beyond me. But this is her bus. Do we really want to upset her by messing with more? She seemed fine with the music not being on, which is great.
I think it'll allow her to meditate in a more calm and tranquil manner when she doesn't
Okay, well,
have...
you're going to have to explain that to her when she sees the bus isn't flashing on the outside.
Try to find some way to switch it on and off. Rather than
yeah,
disabling
I'm
it.
gonna... Maybe I'll
If we need
Yeah,
to,
we'll
work
just
something.
break it.
we can kill them, but
If anything, I'll just say it was bothering Racer and Racer's ability to calmly drive this truck through the streets in a earth-friendly manner.
You
like
just
to-
hear
Is there
some, just hear some chimes
Sure.
chiming from the back of the bus.
your more thoughts like
Is
that
there-
will basically have my job.
Is there like a chair next to her door?
Yeah. There's a
seat.
like a little bench there. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
down there, you can hear chiming of.
That's fine. I sit there. I'm holding my rifle. Actually, I'm going to equip the rifle
Okay, yeah.
now that we're heading
Well.
out.
Okay.
Buckle up, boys.
May I make a electronics roll to see how effective I am at muting down the flashing indicators?
You can make a roll. I'm going to need you because we don't have a I need you to make a security roll. Electronics security tech roll. Yep, please.
I believe in you.
I will hope that your belief is not misplaced. It is not.
Chris.
It is not. That is.
What is this madness?
I don't necessarily believe in you, but I hire
I
you for a
don't
reason.
understand this game system. It's so unlike me.
What? 3 crits so far today. Jeez.
This is it's a 1 in 10 chance, and the D10
That's true.
system's coming up good. Okay, yeah, you managed to tweak it so you can turn it off. So yes, you managed to activate through the AV system, and you can switch it off.
All right. Grease, you tell me I can do it. You just give me the go ahead. I turn off our beacons.
Okay.
As long
But
as
you-
you're-
Well, we'll leave it on for now.
Yeah. With the crit, with the 24, you also notice that there is a second set of controls for the lights and the sound. And
Back in her room.
yeah, basically, yes,
Just wonder.
you do find that. And we'll leave that there with Racer. Could you just please make a nice, simple, easy driving roll? This is a new vehicle to you. You're an expert, and please, when you click your driving, I don't believe that your roll ability, your moto, goes into your driving. I don't believe. Let me just quickly check that.
No, there's a separate
Yes.
option at the bottom of the sheet. So if you check the roll tab at the bottom of the sheet, there should be an option there to roll with the bonuses.
No, there's not.
That's unfortunate.
I have it included on my sheet.
Okay, you got
that
it included.
works.
That's fine if you've got the plus. No, you haven't. No, you've got the level and your. Oh yes, you do. Drive land vehicle. It does modify it. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right. Cool. Just make a drive land vehicle roll, then, please.
Turns out the
It's just
sheet
a
was even better
simple
than we
one.
expected.
Yeah, I'm impressed with this. Is a fan made Roll20 sheet.
Nice.
You actually attune to the characteristics of the driving style of the bus, and yeah, you can feel it. You kind of get that. You could feel at home here. It's almost like your innate ability to drive vehicles. It kind of feels so right to you, and yeah, you get it out and straight out and onto the streets of Night City. And with you driving out, I think we'll take our quick little break. Anyway, you guys start heading out and starting the drive away from the Marina District and heading towards it's about here that you're going. Okay. Racer. You can see the map in front of you. I said roughly you're at number 10. You kind of got to get down to this sort of junction here. We'll say it's around about there. Right under the Little Europe. Which way are you going?
Little Europe.
Yeah, just about. We'll say it's roughly about there.
You're still muted, Squirrel. Okay, no, we're just not getting audio from you.
That didn't improve things at all.
Can't hear you.
check your mic connection.
Well, nobody could ever accuse you of being a backseat driver because you just don't give the instructions.
Apologies for this, everybody. We were trying to fix audio during the break and we've broken it more.
It's the way.
I blame production.
Still nothing, Squirrel.
I blame IMT all the time for everything. That's what you got to do.
How was that?
Hey, yes!
We
I
have
can hear you.
Okay.
we have Racer.
So basically, Racer,
Okay.
you have a choice, and this is probably one is definitely going to be a very bad idea, but it's up to you. You could surprise me. You could go south, kind of this way, and skirt the combat zone this way, or you could kind of go on the outside road on the US 16 road, or you could kind of skirt through the town, which would be quite quicker. What's your plan?
I'm gonna go down from 10 to 8 and 42, and then go down past 44,
Yeah,
down around 30, down to 3, and then over.
brilliant. Okay,
Big road, but not a huge road.
okay, right. You begin your journey. Torch, what are you doing? Where are you in the bus in relation? I mean, you got movers at the back where Sparkles is in a room. Where's Torch and where's Grease?
I know that Torch is waiting for the signal to close off those bloody lights, because that's on his head.
He's waiting there. Okay.
He's so I'm probably going to be up near Racer, watching out. It also seems like Mover is going to be in the back, protecting the rear of the nice young lady. I mean the bus, so I'll probably be up front.
Okay. In Greece. Where would you be? Middle of the bus, the back, the front?
I would like to have the best view of where we're going, certainly. So if there's a second seat next to the driver.
Okay, yeah.
If
Well,
not, I'll be
we'll
top of-
say there is. Yeah, we'll say there's a second seat. Slightly to the right and slightly to the behind of the driver. But yeah, there's definitely a seat there.
Room to stretch my legs out.
Yeah, just a little bit of stretch there. Not that you need him, because Grease is not that tall, is he?
Pretty much. And I'm just sort of keeping one eye on the road, keeping the other eye on the feed from my agent, and checking news feeds for anything unusual around the area of where we're going. The route Racer's projected for us.
Okie dokie.
Grease, I heard you saying something about getting a frequency when you were talking on the phone.
Yeah, certainly. If he calls me back, hopefully we'll have the frequency for Petrochem's team, and if they are a concern, as Mr. Hefferton seemed to think, as Mover seemed to think, maybe we'll be able to get some information from them. Or maybe they're just getting coffee and it's irrelevant, but information is always better than nothing.
Okay. You head away from the marina, down towards what was the remnants of the old city. And you've all been in Night City a long time, and you know that the old Corp Center is where the nuke set off. And in fact, Greece, you especially know that there have been rumors for a long time that there is, in the basement of what was the Arasaka Tower, there is valuable corporate secret technology. It's been rumors flying around for years. And there are scavengers that hang around on the edge of the old city centre, going through it, trying to put themselves slightly at risk of a little bit of radioactivity, but trying to find and salvage scrappers, I think they're called. They're looking for scrap, and that dream of every scrapper is that nugget of that Arasaka technology. And you kind of just look and think, well, there could be a vast amount of wealth in there. Okay, you continue driving down.
As we're driving into the sort of the edge of the city centre, as it were, driving through that area, I'll just look back to Torch and just motion, cut the lights.
All right. I can. Now I'm going to breathe a bit, and I'm going to, head towards the middle of the bus and just start to relax a little more.
Okay. The sparkles and it's Racer. It's really you that notice when they stop, because the mirrors on the outside of the bus, you can suddenly see into them and see with them. It's you can actually see behind the bus. It's amazing, and and you're driving along. You do see a vehicle behind you, and there's not many cars on the road. It seems very, very quiet. It's about 10:30, and I said you're going past effectively the old city centre. There's a fair amount of reconstruction still to be done in this part.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the road is opened up into a 2-lane road. And you do notice that there is a vehicle behind you that seems to be accelerating towards you. And actually notice this. Grease, your agent, clicks on a message. And you can see the caller ID is Miles Trasker.
I'll take a look at the message, the details.
There's a frequency for audio communication. And the message also says they're operating in South Night City combat zone at the moment.
I'll just
That is,
tune my agent to it and keep it to one side, as it were.
Okay, there's a few click mic checks, checking target, scouting, but
I'll just turn the volume down on that and shove it to one side for now, as it were.
Okay. Right, so Racer, you can see this vehicle behind you. Lights are on, so you're getting that light reflection in the mirrors. But it's definitely another brightly coloured vehicle in this darkness of Night City. And you can see it's right behind you, and then it suddenly pulls out to the right and starts accelerating alongside the bus. Can the three, Grease and Torch, can you make perception checks, please, for me?
I will alert everyone.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Potential tail to the right of us. Been following a while, now driving over.
Sorry, I lost my character sheet.
That's okay.
Let's see how that goes.
Wow, pretty damn good rolls. Yeah. Torch, you're kind of in the middle of the bus, but you are looking out through one of the side windows. And you have just seen probably the strangest thing that you've seen in a while. You see a van accelerating past the right side of the bus. Side door is open. And you can see an individual stood there with a white face with very bright green hair that kind of fluffs up and out. And you can see that there seems to be, it looks like a grenade on his nose, and it's painted red. And you can see the outfit he's wearing is armoured, but it's very bright and colourful. And as this scene is called Quit Clowning Around, it's a freaking clown. And you kind of look and think, bozos.
Racer, we have groupies!
and for those of you that may not be familiar with Night City and with the wonder that is the bozos, I'm gonna make this sort of apparent to you. And there's just a little bit of general information there on this remarkably fun booster gang called the Bozos.
Delightful.
And what's kind of strange about this particular clown, the one you see on screen is not the one you're seeing there. He kind of is attached in by some sort of harness to the side of the van, and you can see he pulls out, and it's a big long yellow tube, about maybe 1.5 feet long, and it's got written in a very garish writing, big fucking rocket launcher.
I'm going to slow down.
Okay. Grease,
That's my name.
you are at the front. And,
Can I move to the other side of the bus?
hang on. Racer has basically warned you about danger, and your innate sense of trouble. You glance to your right through the big, wide, open screen, and you see this van driving past you with a clown in the side door with this yellow tube, with fucking rocket launcher on it. And it's accelerating past you. And you can see he just opens a very, very maniacal mouth grin. It's like something innately insane. And he kind of goes past you, and he's not doing anything. And you can see the back doors to the van open as the van passes in front. Now, Racer, you said you were slowing down.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna slow down so they're ahead of me, and then I'm gonna pull behind them, and then
Okay.
prepare, if necessary, to ram.
Okay. You kind of ready yourself, aiming for. One of those really old fire hoses. And he's just kind of holding it there and kind of aiming and pointing towards you. Borgat says audio and video dead for all but Jake.
We should be back now.
Cool, excellent. Are we back? We'll never know what
We are
happened.
back.
Okay, big van kind of came past. Clown on the side with a yellow tube saying big fucking rocket launcher. As it moves in front of the bus, the back doors open, and you see another clown pointing an old fire hose out of the back.
Reese, I think we should stop.
You sure? Moving target generally a better idea.
And you can see this clown.
I'm gonna, as they're opening their doors, etc., I'm just gonna draw my pistol and sort of rest my arm on the window.
Okay.
So the pistol's pointing towards them.
Okay, yeah. And you can see this clown at the back with the hose. Big, beaming smile on his face. He's got a big, bulbous red nose. And again, garish outfit. You know, purples and greens and reds and yellows. No big feet, though. They do like to look after their feet. But you kind of know that the bozos, yeah, you saw it in the information I've given you, that the bozos were led by a big bozo called the Great Bozo. But you've heard rumours he's been replaced and he is no longer alive. So anyway, you can see the van pulling out. What do you guys do?
Stop and deal with them? Or Torch, you cut on all of the exterior like craziness again, and in fact ramp its intensity up as high as it can go, and then Racer, you cut past them and we try to get out of here and outrun them. That's my thought.
Your call, mover. That's what you're here for.
There's a chance that we might deal with this peacefully if you think you can handle it, Greaser. If not, then we should cut and run.
They've already pulled a rocket launcher. I don't think peacefully.
They haven't fired. They're trying to intimidate us to stop.
As this conversation is
We're
going
not
on,
stopping.
are you
You're
stopping?
the boss. It's your call.
We are not stopping.
You can see the bozo in the back with the fire hose pull back the handle, and suddenly some liquid comes flying out of the cannon that's there.
Probably oil.
As soon as he starts to pull back the handle, can I fire my pistol?
You can, but it is bulletproof glass. So,
I'm going to try and evade.
okay, right.
I'm going to awkwardly figure out how to move this window.
Okay,
I was prepared for this tour bus to have windows that didn't move.
right. Now, Racer, you are right at the front. You are in the pilot's eye. Well, Grease is sorting his weapon. Torch is slightly a bit further back, moving to the other side of the bus, away from where the van went by. Mover, are you moving towards the front of the bus, or are you staying with Ultimate Sparkles?
I'm staying with Sparkles for now.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot I can do while the bus is moving.
That's fine. That's fine. Plus, you have the emergency exit door that you can get her out of. Okay. You can see, and Racer, I want you to make a quick perception check, please.
Okay. Here it is.
Wow. As you are preparing to evade, you see the liquid coming flying out of the hose. You see something else drop out from the bottom of the van, and you can see it unrolls very, very quickly. It's an anti-vehicle, a thing to puncture tires.
Like strips. Yep.
Yeah. And as you start to make your evade roll, the paint, and it is purple paint, splashes on the windscreen.
Awesome.
Make your
That's what
driving roll,
wipers are
please.
for.
That's what wipers are for. Yes. So let's have your drive roll. Beautiful. Beautiful. You go to the right or go to the left? What's your preference here? You're in the left-hand lane at the moment. The right-hand lane is the one spare. So probably to the right, I would guess. Yeah, probably to the right. Otherwise, you'd go off, maybe hit a building. You yank the wheels and you move the bus with skill, and the paint just kind of hits the left side of the windscreen rather than right in front of the windscreen, so you got good view. You kind of roll the bus to the right, accelerating to push, and you superbly do that. But you also feel a bump as the bus goes over the strips, and you hear as the front tires explode out, and you've still got control, but you're kind of tearing off towards the right. And I need you to make one more driving land vehicle roll, please. Let's see if you can control.
Man, what do those bozos think they're doing?
Even with a 1, you still got 15.
Amazing.
Freaking hell.
Yep.
Hang on, 2 secs.
Oh, well, I could have easily been an 8.
You do needed a DV of 15.
Wow.
You move the bus off of the main part of the road where the anti-vehicle strips were. The rear wheels miss and don't puncture, and you manage to take the bus to the side. Unfortunately, you see a noodle bar to your right, Mr. Noodle's noodle bar or something like that. You can see the bus, and it scrapes through the window of the noodle bar, which is closed, and it jams into it. Because you made the nice driving check, no one in the bus needs to make an athletics roll or take some kinetic damage. You brace yourselves, and the bus slides sideways, the rear of it smashing into the noodle bar. You can see chairs go flying, and you can see the bus jams in to place. Torch, you're on the left-hand side, and you can just see the van kind of screech and do a screech handbrake turn, and you can see one of these clowns jumps out of the back and is going it's sort of crazy motion, holding the hose up, and as he's kind of holding the hose up, a splurt of paint kind of comes out and splurts and lands all over him. Inside the bus, you guys feel the bus come to a halt. It smashes through the noodle bar and crashes and breaks the concrete on the far side of this noodle bar. You see the ovens and the hobs kind of go pushed away. You see a fuel cell from the hob itself kind of bounce off the side of the sparkle bus and starts bouncing onto the wrecks of the building. And the bus comes to a halt, and you're all kind of, and Racer, you managed to, without the tyres, get this bus into a position where no one's hurt. But the engine goes off. You just see the front of the bus. There seems to be some sort of material that has come out of the front through the cracked chassis and casing on the front. And Torch, you can see more bozos getting out, and they're kind of looking at you. And you can see this clown with a grenade nose, and he's kind of aiming this yellow tube at you that had big fucking rocket launcher on the side. And you can see there's a maniacal smile on his face as you see this projectile come out. Okay, Mover. You kind of brace yourself. You hear a little huh from the room behind you. Are you going to go and quickly check her?
Yeah.
You kind of push the door open. You can see that she is dressed. She is kind of suspended from the ceiling in like a harness.
Okay.
Her legs are up like this, and her head is down on the bed. There's definitely some funny smells in here, and you don't know what she was doing, but it's kind of, and she's kind of now just floating like she's caught in a trapeze and is upside down.
Is it like straps?
It's basically like a harness around her waist.
Yeah, I cut her loose. I pull up my knife and cut her loose.
You kind of think it's maybe something to do with if it suspends her in the air, it's like she's flying.
Sure.
That's all you can think of. She goes, what? You've still got your necklace on.
You good?
What happened?
We're being attacked by booster gangers. You need to stick with me. Stay behind me.
Really? Why?
I don't know. Can I see out? Is there like windows?
She just kind of rubs her hand on the bed. My darling.
Yes, I'm sorry. She is. But I'm sure she can be rebuilt later. Right now, we have to keep you safe.
Of course.
Are there windows in her room?
Yes, there are.
All right. So They
are tinted, so you can't see from outside in.
Right. I motion for her to get down low and stay behind me.
Okay.
And I stand next to the emergency exit door. Is it facing the booster gang?
It's on the right side of the back.
Uh-huh.
So it's outside of the noodle bar itself, but on the roadside, not on the inside.
Okay.
So
it's
possibly it's the booster gang's to the side, but you go out there, you're opening the door onto the road rather than into the building as such, because the bus is kind of half in the building.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, I just am standing by the door waiting to. I mean, I don't know the rocket's coming yet.
Nope.
I'm just assessing this situation, so that's where we're at.
Okay. No matter, Racer and Grease, you've seen that you've crashed the bus skillfully and safely, and you've kind of jammed it, and with how the bus is shaped, unless they climb over, and then you can see there's a slight dent in the roof. Maybe something's fallen on top of the bus as well. Yeah. What are you doing?
They're still some distance away, right? Sort of, they're gathering around there.
They basically the van went on a bit further. They did a handbrake turn. Then one got out and showered himself with paint. And now you're looking out. You can see the clown that was on the side is now out of the harness and is kind of pointing that big yellow tube towards the bus.
Yeah, I'm just going to sort of get myself out of my seat and call back to Mover. Mover, looks like we're going with plan A. And I'm going to go over to the left side of the bus, open up one of the doors, hop out and close it behind me.
So you're going to be on the side of the road or the side of the noodle bar?
The road side.
Okay.
I'm just going to hop out on the road side. My pistol's still out.
Okay.
I'm just going to...
I'm going to get my pistol out and get down.
And I'm probably just gonna scream, RPG, RPG, RPG!
Okay, yep. Okay.
And
So you step out and you see the clown there, kind of got this rocket launcher pointed at the bus.
I'm just going to start walking towards him. My pistol's down at my side, I'm not holding it up. But
Okay.
as I get out and I start moving, I'm just going to yell over to him. Oi, bozos! You've wrecked the ride. That was our ride, not yours. What are you doing?
We want the girl! Give us the girl!
There's no girl in here, this is our ride. We just stole this. And you've come to... all of our work. You've just wrecked it. I'm walking towards them as I speak.
Stop! He says there's no girl. There's gonna be a girl. Shoot him! Shoot him with a cannon! No, we don't have the girl. We need the girl. Kind of scratches the grenade on his nose.
If you're finished with your discussion, we'd quite like to leave with our ride. Given that you've wrecked it, that's going to take us some time. But there is no girl here. We just stole this maybe an hour ago. Down at the marina. If you're looking for a girl, maybe she's still there. We left her at the sandwich place.
Okay. Make a persuasion roll.
I surely can once I find it. Give me a second.
Right hand side, social skills.
Dankeschön.
So while he's talking to them,
Right.
I
Yep.
say to Torch, be ready to cut on all the lights and all the show, highest intensity you can.
That
Okay.
seems counterintuitive, but okay.
It's gonna daze them,
Alright.
and it's gonna make them harder for them to target us.
Hey, you need
Okay.
tech done, I do it.
You can see, Grease, the clown with the yellow tube with big fucking rocket launch on it kind of puts down the thing, and he's kind of there, and he gets his fists up like this. Okay, we fight, we punch it out, yeah. I want the girl, give me the girl.
I've just told you we don't have the girl. You want to punch it out in the street rather than going to find her?
We know she's on board. Now, you go in there and get her out. I'm going to give you, and you can see on his wrist, there's a big round circle. And you can see he goes to it and he starts moving little hands on it. Give you 2 minutes. And he starts looking at it.
Screw this. You know, I'm looking at this guy with his fists up, and I know I'm no good in a fist fight.
Yep.
So while he's stood there with his fists up and he's put his nice big yellow tube down, I'm going to shoot him in the face. It was a big grenade there. That's an obvious target.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Hey, you turned from face to mace.
Okay. Click the aim shot,
Yep, this will be an aimed shot.
Yes, it will be if you want to hit his face. You have 7 points of luck.
I am feeling quite lucky today.
I'm just saying with the -8. Okay, now let me have a look at. Right, give me 2 seconds.
Please check the rules on how much luck I can spend on one roll. It's important.
Or you can spend your luck until your luck runs out. Okay.
I have a need for this to work. It's important for my image.
The DV will be. The DV is going to be based on range. So I'm going to tell you the DV, and then you can decide what you want. Bear in mind, you have a -8 to your roll.
I know, I'm looking at it.
You need a 15
Wow.
with a -8. So what's that? Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna, use my luck on this because I'm gonna need to. I'll use 5 points of luck and hope for the rest.
Okay.
On the bright side, if Felsen shooting near his head is still going to be quite intimidating. So.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Cross your fingers.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah. You miss.
If you make it, you'll at least cross his eyes.
It's 15 as the DV plus the 8. Remember? Oh, sorry. Actually, that. Hang on. Let me just have a look at this one.
No, the 8 is removed as part of this roll.
The 8 is removed. Yeah. You are right.
He made it.
You made it. Okay.
Image intact.
Image intact. The reputation of your combat skills are going to be pretty fucking amazing. Yeah, roll that damage for me, please.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, it's just yelling at me because I don't have a token targeted
Oh,
in this non-token dimension.
non-token.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay. Beautiful shot. You see the bullet hit true, and it straight into the grenade, into the nose. You can see his eyes kind of just drop down for just a brief second, and you can see this bullet going into the grenade, and it kind of blood kind of pours out of his mouth, and suddenly it's like a melon exploding, and you can see head is removed. You can see his hand is kind of up here with a watch on it. That's just a piece of plastic with 2 plastic arms on it. And in true clownish cinematic style, his body just kind of rocks forward and then rocks back. His legs stiff and straight, and he falls straight onto his back.
Nice.
And you can see the other clown that you see who has paint all over him. He killed Krusty! He killed Krusty! What the fuck is going on? He killed Krusty!
You were saying earlier with the rate of fire on this weapon, I have 2 attacks in one action.
You have 2 attacks in one action.
Can I shoot at the painted clown as well?
Oh yeah, go for it. We don't care about. We don't care about. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
This isn't aimed. I'm mostly just trying to shut him up because it was the next one to speak.
Yeah, it's going to be. He's a bit further back. We'll say it's going to be a DV20 to hit this time.
Okay. It's likely I won't hit that, but
You never know. You've been lucky up to now.
I'm not using any more of my luck.
I
Maybe
think
I'll
just the
pull
fact
that
that
off.
you're shooting is important. Yeah. Nice. Almost.
So close. You shoot at him, and it impacts into the ground just past him. And
I'm just going to start walking forwards again, pistol up. I'll reacting to this.
Okay. You can see here. Oh, they killed Krusty! And he turns and starts running away. Okay. Torch. I need you to make a skill roll for me.
All right.
I need you to make a demolitions roll, please.
Okay. Oh.
You feel and see a large dent in the ceiling of the bus. Both Racer and Mover, you hear something hit the bus. And Torch, you kind of look at how the bus is half in and half out of the noodle bar, and you kind of just look up and you remember that the building kind of goes up. It was in the first floor of a building, and it seems like there may be some concrete or construction materials that are kind of impacting now into the top of the bus. And with that DV15 done, you all need to get out of the bus, or whatever is above may fall onto the bus, crushing you.
And I know that Mover is still in the bus.
Sorry?
Mover is still in the
Sparkles,
bus.
Mover and Sparkles are still in the bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Mover, we got a problem. I think the neon sign is from the noodle bar is coming down into the bus now, and maybe other stuff too. And I'm rushing out of the bus.
Right.
Now, do I feel though if I were gonna go into the back end of the bus where Mover is, that it would be safe, or is it coming down on the whole bus?
The whole bus. The bus is about the length of the noodle bar itself.
All right.
And it's kind of jammed in. Where the front window and a serving bench is about, you're about halfway in it. So whatever's above the building is going to come down. Now you have two choices. You either have left onto the street where Grease is, or right where you have broken the back wall of the noodle bar as well, and you can see an alleyway.
I think I'm going to, like I said, warn Mover, time to move, and I'm going to head towards Grease.
Okay.
All right, Sparkle, you heard the man. We gotta go. I kept the door open.
Okay, so you're going out the back door.
Onto the street.
Onto the street.
Yep.
So you're at the back door. You can see Grease in his own Clint Eastwood style, moving with his pistol out towards the other bozo that's there. As you jump out, you kind of look right to where Grease is, and then you kind of look to your left, and you can see a bit further down the street, you can see two more bozos, and they are stood there with a long tube-like thing attached to two wheels. You saw a story of an ancient ritual called a circus, and it kind of reminds you of a circus cannon. And it's kind of pointing towards where you are. And they are aiming it now. They're kind of turning it manually and aiming it towards you. What do you do?
While this is happening, I'm going out same side as Greaser.
Okay, yep.
With the intent to take over the clown car.
Okay, right. I like this.
She's gonna have to meditate so much over this one.
I think I'm going to have to meditate over this. Right. And I'm going to ask you, quit clowning around. Right, you guys. You are jumping out. So, Racer, you leap out. You see Grease a little bit ahead of you. Torch, you got out as well, did you? So, Torch to your left, and you can see beyond the clown that Grease just fired a mist at. You can see the van. It's brightly coloured. There's lots of rainbow colours. It seems that in this dark dystopian world, you cannot get away from bright colours at the moment. It's red, it's green, it's blue, it's purple. It's all the colours of the rainbow. Are you running over there, heading that way? Are you ignoring the clown that's backing away as well? He seems to be focused on Grease at the moment. Race, are you running or?
I am running towards the car.
Okay,
the van I'm in.
You head off.
My very heavy pistol is out.
Okay, that's fine. You start running. Grease. You can see this clown is backing away from you now. And you can see he just kind of pulls open his coat. And you can see these big orange sticks all kind of down his front and wires going into his outfit. Don't come any closer or I'll blow us all up.
I think I should have took the alleyway.
I'll just have to call out towards him. Come on, you can use that somewhere else. All you're gonna do if you blow it up now is blow up yourself in your purple paint, and that's not a good way for a bozo to end. That's not funny at all.
I can't. She'll kill me. I have to do this. I have to get the girl. She wants the girl. Give me the girl. Give me the girl. Give me the girl. Give me the girl.
We don't have a girl. You're still laboring under false pretenses.
She's literally out on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
She's there!
She's right behind me.
Oh, that girl!
Then
Can we give
what are
you
going to
Racer
solve
instead?
blowing up over there?
I don't see anybody.
But she said it would blow up the
Move her.
block.
Mover, do you see anybody?
She's right with me.
Torch. You're kind of looking left and right, thinking I should have gone through the back and into the alleyway and out. You just see a bit more concrete just kind of falling down. But as you're looking, behind you, you're looking to the right, you're looking to the left, and you see Mover and Ultimate Sparkles down at the back of the bus. You also see two more clowns with a big cannon.
I think we really need to resolve this situation first with Mr. Suicide Clowner, and with my demolition skills, can I understand the impact that would have if it were to blow up, and how far we would need to be away from it for us not to be affected?
I'm going to let you make a demolitions roll.
All right.
You can't see much. You haven't got any optics that allow you to zoom in. You do have micro optics. Yeah, you got 400 times magnification.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but we'll make the difficulty level a little bit easier then, because you've got your micro optics.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how that works.
You are.
Oh my goodness, that is unusual for my rolling, and I should probably put it on the proper screen. But yes, geez.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a lot of explosives. It's quite tightly packed. Depending on what it is, it could do a lot of damage. The good thing is you're in the open at the moment. There's one really, and I'm going to have to say this, really bad thing. You can see that there are wires that kind of go from this, and you can see they go up to a set of interface plugs in his, side of his jaw. So they're wired into him. Now that could mean one of two things. It could mean that he can trigger it by, just a simple command with maybe an internal agent.
Or it's a dead
Or it
man.
could be that it's linked to maybe a biomonitor. And maybe if that biomonitor is that if he dies, he explodes.
Right.
But yeah, it's rigged to his interface plugs.
Okay. Do I think that Greece is far enough away?
No,
Or, no. Do I think I'm far enough away?
You don't even think the bus is far enough away.
I see. All right.
The amount of sticks under this coat and attached to his chest, and you don't know if there's anything on his back. But there's wires going over his back as well. So the thought that kind of comes into your mind is you can't risk shooting him, and yeah, run away is a good idea.
Well, whenever you see a
be-
bozo, run away is a good idea. I'm gonna scream out to Greece. We can't fight against him. The girl's still in the bus. Let him go on the bus and get her.
She's not.
Shut up!
She's in the
Shut
open.
up!
Everyone can see her.
That's the decoy.
her
That's not the
outfit is
real
just-
girl. That's the decoy. The real girl's on the bus.
I was trying to pretend that he was just crazy. There wasn't anybody.
But he's just really. This isn't gonna end well, Greece. And I'm gonna like this. I'm not clowning around with this guy. I'm running around to the other side of the bus. You mentioned that there were two others. Hopefully, yeah. Torch will talk him down.
We gotta run.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
get her into the van.
Now you got the van that way,
No,
which you're going to have to go
The van
past.
is past the explosive person. We're going into the alleyway.
Okay,
On
So
the
you're
other
going to
side.
get through the bus,
I see.
Yeah.
and you
Okay.
can see that concrete is starting now to fall. So
Well, we can use that to our advantage. Do we think that
get
we can
through it,
move to another side of the building where the concrete will come down and the clown will be like?
you do know that the bus, when it went in, took out some of the back wall as well,
Yeah.
and you could see through the back wall into the alleyway. You don't think you've got long before this is going to come down, and then you're blocked.
Right. I think we need to go into the building and get blocked. We can always go out the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Assuming
if
Sparkle is following me, that's what I'm doing.
and I'm gonna grab Racer.
Right,
And
so-
yeah.
This is a terrible idea, but let's do it.
Okay, so Mover, you're going to grab Sparkles. You're going to take her in through the back door, through the bus, and out through the front door on the other side to where Grease is, yes?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make an athletics test in a minute. Yours is going to be slightly higher difficulty because you are dragging along Sparkles. And
Okay.
the rest of you are going through the door that you came out of and out through the opposite door, through the noodle bar and into the alleyway, yes? Is that the plan?
Yes.
I guess so.
So yeah, you kind of race. We're running and stopped and saw this, and you all kind of turn. Okay, let's have these athletics rolls, please.
I'm spending 2 luck because I want to succeed.
Okay.
Just curious. Could I how can I see anybody else in the van?
Back door is open. Yes, you can see another bozo in the on the driver's seat.
I'm going to make a charge into the van and try and take the van and then try and meet everybody on the other side.
Okay. Right, in that case, well, don't you make an athletics roll just yet. Okay, so Torch, you rolled. Grease, what are you doing? Are you running through as well?
We seem to be having conflicting plans currently. The principal's
One of
getting away
them's
through
gonna
the
work.
alleyway, but it looks like Racer's charging towards the van.
So, what are you doing? Torch has already started moving towards the van, towards the bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Cannon.
I'll turn back
Lots of
towards.
explosives.
But
Look back
haven't
towards
seen.
the bus.
They haven't seen the cannon. Only Torch saw the cannon and you. Grease hadn't seen the cannon yet.
I'll look back towards the bus and I'll look towards the bozo with the explosives and just yell. So, like I'm yelling to my team, just yeah, the real girl's on the bus. Get the decoys away, spread out. They won't be able to chase us all, and I'm gonna run away from the bus, just
What?
in a different direction.
Okay, so as you turn around, you've either got to go with Racer towards the van, or you're turning to go south to the back of the bus, and now you see the bozos with the cannon. So it's either with Racer or with your with Torch.
Yeah, largely my plan is to sort of give them a lot of targets to chase, so I'm going to run away from where Racer's going, which is going to lead me towards the cannon. I didn't know that was there.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
So as I turn to run, I just look back towards the explosive guy and just yell, "Hey, hey, knock, knock!" And then I run.
okay.
It might confuse him. It's fine.
Oh, fucking there! Okay, as you kind of say this, you get towards the back of the bus, and then the two bozos with the cannon are really there, and you've got the back door to the bus, so you could still go that way back through the bus, or you've got to run towards the bozos with the cannon.
Yeah,
Meanwhile-
go towards the cannon.
Okay. Meanwhile, Torch. We're going to do that first, and then we're going to go to Racer, and then we're going to go back to everyone else. So, first, Mover, you got Ultimate Sparkles through the back of the ruined noodle bar and into the alleyway. Okay? Torch, you thought, shit, I need to get out of here. Straight through the bus. And as you go through, a piece of concrete comes through the roof, straight down onto you. You are going to take 2d6 kinetic damage,
Wow.
which will ignore your armor.
Okay.
You take 10 points of damage.
God. Oh,
All right.
God.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm still better off than being with the cannon. So
So you need to change your hit points down to 25 or 35.
I think I did. You'll check it and let me know
Okay.
if I did proper.
Yeah, you did. You're okay at the moment. Yeah. You need to go down a little bit more before you start. It's a minor injury at the moment. But you catches your leg.
I feel
your
like such a
leg.
blockhead.
Well, leg block maybe. The piece of concrete or construction material of some sort hits your leg. You fall over and it's pinning your legs. You are half in the bus, half hanging out of the bus, in the ruined noodle bar.
And half
And
machine.
you kind of realise that there is some sort of soy type liquid, and you kind of brace your hands to stop your face hitting the hard concrete floor, and you kind of feel that horrible liquid of the soy sauce or fake soy sauce on your hands as you stop yourself and your nose from banging in.
Well, I am going to use the sauce as much as I can to lubricate the leg in case I need to pull it out, to grease up the leg area a bit. So I'm going to take the soy sauce and...
Okay. Right, Racer. You race towards the van. You can see the bozo that stood there in the explosive vest kind of looks at Torch, who's just jumped through the bus, looks at the Grease, who's running towards his friend with the portable cannon, kind of looks at you as you leap into the back of the van, and you kind of land, and you can see there's a bozo at the front, and you kind of see there's several boxes, and painted on the side of the box is TNT, and a big clown's face.
Oh boy.
Okay. How are you getting the bozo that's in the front seat out of the van?
Well, I have my pistol out.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up, press it against them, and pull the trigger.
Wow.
I mean, lighting the TNT might have also worked, but okay.
Now, I'm going to give you another option. You could, because the front door is open, you could just kick him out.
Oh, well, let me check if I am actually capable of doing that. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try kicking him.
You can basically, use the weapon to, because, you shoot down it, and yes, you're probably going to hit him. It's probably going to go through his head and kill him, but it may well go into the control console of the van, and you may, if you're unlucky, fuck the van up.
Okay, let's see. How much luck do I have? Where do I find it?
It's on your stats on the main page. You've got 6 out of 6. But you have to decide how much you're going to spend when you make the roll. And you can make a brawling roll.
2.
Yep.
You can spend 2.
Going to give you 2 choices. It doesn't make a bit of difference. You can make a brawling roll, or you can make a melee weapon roll. It's not going to make much difference to you. It's just how you use your weapons.
Okay. I am going to go... hold on. Having a little technical difficulty here. My sheet isn't... Okay, I'm gonna attack. 2 luck.
2 luck. So you click the whichever skill you're going to use, add the 2 luck in the modifier box.
Nice.
I don't bloody believe this.
Wow.
Well, that's gonna work.
The highest roll today. Unbelievable.
Diamond dust, yes, it's great. Right, okay, fantastic. Yeah, you bring your gun, your very heavy pistol down and use it as a club. You kind of slap him to the side of, slap him to the side of the head. We're not going to worry about damage. 32. He basically goes flying out of the open doorway, and with such a skillful and adept roll, you slide in one motion into the seat. Foot goes in as well, pressing the accelerator button, which starts the engine. Woof! Absolutely fucking fantastic. Now, I want you to make your driving skill check now to get away quickly. Fucking great roll.
Roll well, and you run over the clown as well.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Beautiful.
23. Jesus.
Yeah, you, that moto skill, that moto ability for the nomads is absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
we're gonna say that. Yeah, you kind of like slam your foot down on the accelerator. You feel the front wheel bump in the air, bump down to the ground. The rear wheel bump again in the air, and you go screeching off. Okay, we're going to be stopping soon. Mover, Grease, can you make a perception roll, please?
Certainly.
I like how Croy's, not Croy, Kadari's face is frozen on the stream. Take a
Am I
screenshot.
frozen
of that.
again?
You have,
That's the lot.
for me, with that innate laughing grin. Okay.
We'll leave it like that. It's fine.
Oh.
Okay, so Grease rolled an 18. What did Mover roll for? Did I say Mover roll? Roll.
Yes, you
Perception.
did.
Yeah,
Okay.
perception.
Yeah.
Whatever you wanted me to proceed.
Sorry, Mover. I keep thinking Mover, Nomad, Racer, Nomad, Mover, Solo. Okay, Mover, you are so concerned with Sparkles. You've kind of got your arm around her. She's kind of huddled into you, her nose kind of rubbing against that bouncing large crystal she gave you. And you kind of move out of the noodle bar. You don't spot Torch trapped under concrete. Grease, you are right at the back of the bus. And for some bizarre reason, you don't know why, you kind of just glance left through the open emergency door on the bus. You see the bozos with the cannon, and they've got this large ball, and they are at the front of the cannon, and they are rolling a ball, and you can see them with a stick, kind of pushing the ball down the barrel of this cannon. But you kind of look left, and you bozos, they're just awesome. You look to the left through the bus, and you see Torch half hanging out of the bus with some concrete on his leg, trapping him in there.
And for some reason, I have a squirt bottle of soya sauce that I'm squeezing down there.
Okay.
You know what? I brought you for a reason. I'm going to assume you know what you're doing. Yeah, I'll just run up. I'll just run up to Torch and sort of try and figure out the best way to get this off him so he can get out of here.
Okay. Right, you go in. Right. You can see he's trapped. He needs help lifting it off. You can't see Mover. Mover's gone. And Racer has gone roaring off in the Bozo's van. You need to make an athletics check to lift the concrete off him. The difficulty check is 5 plus the damage that Torch took. So you have a difficulty value of 15 with athletics.
Okay. We'll give it a point of luck.
Am I able to half help him with the roll or dedicate some of my luck to it so he doesn't have to dedicate his? I got myself into this.
I have no idea. I'll tell you what.
His arms are free, so
Yeah,
do you want us to both make rolls?
I'll tell you what, yeah, you make a roll as well, Torch, but you're not allowed to add any luck to it.
Okay.
You're unlucky enough getting in this position. 12 on my end.
Okay.
I have to find it again.
It's high left.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Skills.
Perfect. We are not. I'm.
Okay.
I mean, collectively, that's a 24.
It's 10 past 12.
Ooh. Okay.
You just help Grease. And Grease, you manage to lift the stone up enough and pull him out. And you just hear, I don't fucking believe it! If she doesn't kill me, I'm gonna have to kill myself! Oh my fucking...
Oh!
There's a huge explosion. The bus kind of is pushed through what's left of the noodle bar as the ceiling kind of starts falling down. And for our last rolls of the evening, I need you both to make athletics rolls to avoid any more falling debris as you leap through.
I will dedicate some luck to this, and 3 seems to be a lucky number. Okay.
I'm sort of, as I drag Torch out, I'm just going, okay, you're fine. And I just turn around and start this explosion.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
Mover. For some strange, bizarre reason, you get that inclination just to turn to the noodle bar where your companions are, and none of your companions seem to have followed you through. Even you, the sole protector at the moment for Ultimate Sparkles.
Wow.
You hear an explosion. You see the building start to collapse down. And you see 2 bodies come flying out of what's left. And they're about 8 feet in the air as the force of the explosion, as the concrete hits them and knocks them through.
I turn as the debris comes my way to shield Sparkles from the debris wave.
You shield Sparkles. And Grease, you are showered with bits of concrete, bits of bus, noodles, noodle sauce,
Crystals.
crystals. The crystals, yes.
Makeshift claymore.
I've forgotten the crystals. And
Oh,
you take 11 points of kinetic damage. So it doesn't have any effect with armor. As you are both slammed into the floor. Fortunately, Torch, you needed a 14.
Nice.
And you just did it.
Oh.
And unused balloons, yes. And as we finish for this evening, you, Mover, look back and see 2 of your companions land on the ground. There's a smell of shit and soy sauce as the engine of the bus kind of rolls, kind of lands next to Torch's feet. And you see from the combustion engine, it looks like it burns the shit to keep going. Very environmentally friendly. And that is where we will finish. As Dave says, that sweet and sour smell. And we'll pick this up tomorrow as we return to Night City and Cyberpunk Red.